everyone, and welcome to the finale video for the Vegan Weight Watchers Challenge. So I actually, I'm vlogging from work, which I never do my initial video or my ending video from work because I just do it at home in my kitchen. But I have been so crazy busy lately and working so much that this is just where it's going to happen. So I am at work on my lunch break, and I thought I've walked a couple of laps around already, so I thought I would stop and talk to you guys real quick, and we'll call it a wrap from this. Anyways, so let's talk about vegan Weight Watchers. So overall, let's start with quality. Quality of this diet. I absolutely, without a doubt, thought this was a really good diet in terms of the options of things that you could eat. So I would give this one a 5-star for sure. So I really liked the fact that they now include tofu and beans and corn and lentils and all this other really awesome stuff as a free food that you can have. Especially if you're a vegan, getting a good healthy source of protein, and I'm not a protein-aholic by any stretch, but getting a good source of that in you every day is really healthy, and beans are supposed to be like the healthiest food on the planet practically, so I really like the fact that you could get those in there without having to count. They are pretty calorically dense, so it's kind of nice to not have to count those, so that was pretty cool. So I definitely like that part of the diet for sure. The second part, quality. No, we just did quality. Quantity. Let's talk about quantity now. So quantity of diet in terms of how much did you get to eat. I had to give this a 4, not because I was hungry, because there were a few times that I was hungry, but that was by my choice because I was more tired than I was hungry, so I would rather have just gone to bed than to eat. But I gave it a 4 because you really couldn't eat all that you wanted to. Like some whole food plant-based diets will tell you you can eat whatever you want so long as it's not super calorically dense, which I guess that's kind of the case in this because you could eat fruits and vegetables as much as you wanted, but I really liked the fact that you could eat, like if you wanted to have some gluten-free vegan pretzels, you could have that. You just couldn't have as many as you wanted, or as many as you could eat, I should say. Maybe you only wanted 1 serving and that would be fine, but you couldn't have necessarily as many as you could eat. So anyway, quality-wise, I did really like the diet, and we're talking quantity again. I'm sorry. Quantity-wise, I'm tired in case you can't tell. Quantity-wise, I really did like the diet. I just thought that maybe it wasn't quite as perfect as it could possibly be, simply because you are restricted a little bit in terms of what it is, the amount-wise that you could eat. Okay, so ease of diet. How easy was this diet to follow? I had to give this a 4. And the reason that I didn't give it a 5 was simply because I really wanted to do Weight Watchers meals. So I wanted to go on their website and find Weight Watchers meals and follow those and use those. However, vegan Weight Watcher meals are not super, there's not a ton of them, to be honest with you. So yeah, that was kind of a little bit, I don't know, not quite as exciting. I really kind of wish that I had been able to find a few more vegan Weight Watcher meals instead of having to try to figure out how to make something into a vegan dish. Not that it was super hard to do all the time, it would have been a little bit nicer if they were already out there, already available. So effectiveness. How effective was this diet? As you guys know, if the diet is, I don't lose any weight at all, but I don't gain any weight, we give it 1 star. It's 2 stars if you lose half a pound a week, 3 stars if you lose a pound a week. So I lost just over a pound a week. So I never got down to the point where I was going to be able to do 22 points rather than 23 points, which is fine. If I stayed on this plan and I kept up at the same weight loss that I've been at, I think that would be just great. My weight loss in the last year has been really slow, like really slow. But part of that is because there's been several challenges that I've done where I've actually, well, one for sure where I actually gained weight, which was kind of not exciting at all. And then the few times during the year, not necessarily right now, but maybe last year, when I decided to go off of the plans completely and just eat whatever it was, whatever I wanted to, I actually had gained some weight. So my weight has gone up and down, but on the overall whole, I have lost about, I think 7 pounds, about 7 pounds over the course of the last year. And that's 7 pounds that has stayed off. Like, it's not coming and going and coming and going. It's from where I was a little over a year ago to now, it's 7 pounds has stayed off, which is nice. But for this plan in particular, it would definitely be a slow, steady weight loss, which I'm totally cool with a pound a week. So that actually worked out really well. I think that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, so sustainability. Sustainability meaning how sustainable is this plan in the long run? I only gave it a 3. And if you are not vegan, I think that you could probably give this a 5, to be honest with you, because I think that if you are willing to pay to be a member of Weight Watchers, the social support that you get and the recipes that are available, all of that, I think it makes it extremely easy to do and something you could do long term for sure. And it would not be all that difficult. I really think that's the case. The fact that they don't have a ton of recipes online available to you as a vegan would make this a little bit trickier to do if you were whole food plant-based. So I don't think that it's not doable. I just think that it might be a little bit more work if you were vegan. Even though you get the whole 200 different foods that are free that you can eat, it still might be a little bit more work. So that's about that. And so overall, this came out with 3.75 stars, which is not bad. 75%, that's actually not bad at all. I would say that I think I like the fact that there's the ability to eat foods that are free. I think that's awesome. I also really like the fact that you could get online if you were a member and look up other recipes. I think that's super awesome. I find it a little bit difficult to look up recipes that are already available being a vegan. So that was a little challenging. But overall, this last month went really well. It went really fast. It was not difficult at all. And I actually was able to do it with holidays. So because you technically can eat pretty much whatever you want so long as you account for it, which is kind of nice. So would I do this one again? Yes. Would I recommend it? Sure. It might be more of a challenge for some than it is for others. If you were vegetarian, I think it would be a heck of a lot easier because they have lots and lots and lots of meals where you just throw a little bit of cheese at stuff. And I would use Daiya cheese in that in case it is where you would use regular cheese. And that was okay. But I don't really like using all that oil on a regular basis, although it tastes wonderful. Tastes delicious. So anyway, guys, that's it for me for this challenge. I'm really looking forward to the next challenge. I bought a new piece of exercise equipment, so I'm going to incorporate that into my next challenge, and I will see you guys very soon for the next 30-day challenge. Hope you're having a good one. I'll talk to you again soon.